New reports indicate that Captain Marvel 2 is basically Avengers 4.5. Let's break down the report and talk about what it means. What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. Smash that like button and let's get right into this report. This is coming from The Direct. Captain Marvel 2 will feature Miss Marvel and other Avengers, and exclusive by Pete Hernandez. News. According to a reliable source with industry knowledge, Miss Marvel will appear in the sequel to Captain Marvel. It is said that her appearance will be a supporting role, and the Captain Marvel sequel will also include many important MCU characters, with the film being described as a mini Avengers film. The film will also adopt the Secret Invasion comic storyline, which has already been rumored. Okay, pretty crazy stuff, and I tend to believe this. This actually reminds me of a couple of different reports that we've talked about in the past 9 months. Earlier this year, Jeremy Conrad ran a report talking about how he had heard that Captain Marvel 2 would set up the status quo for the next Avengers movie. And you might have forgotten about that because although it's only been a couple of months, it's felt like forever.
It's been 84 years.
Can we say Rona now? Is that over? Can we say Rona now? What's up? So a couple of big things to take out of there. The Secret Invasion thing, which had been rumored before, but also the news that Miss Marvel is going to be in this movie. And what this made me think of was a leaked audition for Miss Marvel from way earlier this year. Roll the clip.
Yeah. I was just watching the new Avengers train all afternoon. I mean, they're just incredible. Most amazing people I've ever seen.
What about you, Miss Marvel?
You want me to talk about me? Okay. So, first, I was bitten by this flying radioactive super soldier serum next to this gamma bomb test, then I saw...
Stop.
Cap, what do you even want me to say? I'm not all that interesting. What do you even want to know about me?
Every hero, all these heroes, they had to rise to the occasion. Haven't you had a day like that?
I'm not like these guys. I'm just a teenager. I was just watching the Avengers fight bad guys one day until the Terrigen wave had spread across the planet. I mean, one of my ancestors was an Inhuman, so the Terrigen must have activated my powers. And that's it. That's how I became Miss Marvel.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No. That's how you got your powers. But what made you Miss Marvel?
And to me, another crazy element to this whole story is the fact that we were literally just talking about this on the morning stream over on the live streaming channel before we even heard about this report. This is what I said earlier today before we heard about this report. Roll it. Yeah. Dude, I would... oh, man. Okay, I'm kind of distracted. Let me answer this question. Okay, here's what I would do, Anthony. I think Captain Marvel 2 is going to be a version of Secret Invasion. I think Captain Marvel 2 is going to set up the status quo of what the next Avengers movie will be. But between dude, this is going to be so crazy. Between Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2, and Captain Marvel 2, those movies, I believe, are going to set up how insane the next Avengers movie is going to be. Now, my gut, Secret Wars is a ways off. However, the introduction to Secret Wars as an idea, it's like this. What's Avengers 1 about? Avengers 1 is about Loki coming to Earth to try to take it over, but really, Avengers 1 is about Loki being a puppet of Thanos who has Infinity Stones. Okay? That same thing is going to be repeated, meaning Avengers 5 is going to be about some force trying to take over the planet or trying to stop the planet. But what Avengers 5 is really going to be about is the fact that that villain that comes, it will likely be a refugee of a universe that was destroyed because of incursions, and all of that's going to lead us to Secret Wars. Okay, so this is really cool, man. Secret Invasion being the thing for Captain Marvel 2, I think that's a slam dunk. I think that's really cool, especially if the rumors about the Brood invading male Avengers and male heroes and villains on Earth is true. If that's really the way they're going to go to it and get to A-Force, I actually think that's pretty brilliant. I would be totally down with that. It's also really cool that Ms. Marvel and the Young Avengers are seemingly going to be not only in that movie, but supposedly being trained by the different Avengers. I mean, if that leaked audition tape video is indeed real, she's getting coached by Captain Marvel as a member of the Avengers. It's very wild stuff, and we actually speculated about this, thinking that maybe in the future, the next Avengers movie, by the time we get that movie, there will be a ton of little groups within the MCU. This will include the Young Avengers, this will potentially include Alpha Flight, this will potentially include Thunderbolts or Dark Avengers. You might have Agents of Atlas, you might have the Midnight Suns, you might have a ton of different little groups all around the globe in the MCU. And by the time the next Avengers level threat actually comes to Earth, maybe all of these different groups will interact with each other. Maybe we'll see some fighting between the groups, but ultimately probably see all of them unify against a big threat. I think this also really solidifies the fact that the new guard of new Avengers is going to be made up of Captain Marvel, of T'Challa as Black Panther, and as Doctor Strange. And the reason I think this is because Black Panther 2 and Captain Marvel 2 are going to be taking place in that same year, with, I believe, Captain Marvel taking place later in the year. And I really do think that that is to set up the new Avengers, but also this big threat that will be in the Secret Invasion movie. It's all going to take place in this kind of same vein of a story, and there'll likely be a tie-in from the post-credit scene in Black Panther 2 that goes into the Disney Plus series that will involve Sword and talking about Secret Invasion that will then lead right back into Captain Marvel 2. It seems like a cool plan, also seems like something Marvel has been working on for some time. And the reason Doctor Strange is likely a shoe-in to be a leader of the new Avengers is because his movie Doctor Strange 2 is going to end Cap Phase 3, lead into Phase 4, and it's just obvious, man. He's going to be playing a bit of a role in WandaVision. He knows all of the players. He's seen a bajillion different futures and outcomes. This is the dude that's going to be in charge of the Avengers. And on top of that, there's potentially this thing going on with Marvel's Illuminati. This was a scoop we talked about last week, that there is an Illuminati project being cast for Marvel Studios. That could potentially run parallel to what is going on with the new Avengers and lead to a schism between members of the Illuminati and members of the new Avengers. I can kind of see a T'Challa and Carol kind of beef going on there, and it just leads to a ton of cool character moments and awesome fights. That's what we love about these Marvel movies. So to me, all this news sounds completely legit, but I want to know what you think. This is a big update here. Secret Invasion, another seeming confirmation of that being the plot of Captain Marvel 2, Ms. Marvel, and likely the Young Avengers being a part of Captain Marvel 2, and Captain Marvel 2 being a mini Avengers movie, much like Captain America Civil War. This is all crazy stuff. We want to know what you think in the comment section below. And now let's shout out Wrangler. Yes, indeed, it was Nick Fury that whispered Gore was right into Odinson's ear, making him unworthy in Marvel Comics. And now let's ask another nerd card question before we get out of here. I want to know what Star Wars director is rumored to be the director of Captain Marvel 2. Answer that question in the comment section below. A reminder to the Nerd Avengers that this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an elimination round happens on our epic trivia show, the Nerd Card Showdown. You better be there. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.